Hey everyone. um, I know you're expecting to see Tossin's big black face, but that's not happening today. So you got to deal with me, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what side of the fence you sit on. Um, this is the Man Utd Edition, so welcome everybody. It's been a while since I've hosted anything, let alone a Man Utd Edition. But you guys that are with me in the 22-23 season, I'm back for you people. So yeah, I'm here with Tommy. Obviously, Tommy, talk to me. How's it going?
I'm good, man. Just saw my team scam a win, and I'll take it.
Yeah. So I mean, before we get shit cracking, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share it. That's
Please,
that's all we're asking of you guys. It'll be wonderful if you could do that for us. Um,
please.
there's so much good shit happening on this channel. Trust me. That's already been happening and will be happening in the next year or so. So you want to be around for it for sure. Lots of fun stuff. So with that being said, Tommy, United beat Chelsea today in a game where I really wished both teams would lose. Obviously, I have to be honest here and say that there's an Arsenal shirt in the background. I can't hide.
Hey, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
But with that being said, if I had to pick a winner, I'd pick Arsenal. But again, that's not here. That's neither here nor there. So I suppose the best thing where we can start here really pretty much is how upset were you when United put out the lineups and
I was,
and,
I
and
was
Mainu
fuming.
and Mainu wasn't there.
I was fuming, and you know what's crazy part? The main part, like, it wasn't even the worst part to me. I've low-key already accepted that we're gonna lose Maino if we don't lose Amarim first. To me, the lineup, I'm like, it is what it is with Cunha hurt, and you know how much he loves Mount.
Hmm.
But my thing was that Luke Shaw, the last game, he was at fault for all three goals.
Yeah.
We gotta be honest. And he gets to start, but Euro gets dropped. I get Euro did not have a good Manchester derby. He didn't. But Euro has been our consistently our best defender, right next to Delit, I would say, this
Hmm.
season. So I would think he would start. And I like Maguire's inclusion, but I think Luke Shaw should have been the one that got dropped.
Maguire's showing his best form in a free. Like that's just
Yeah,
that's just a fact.
yeah.
So
Yes, Maguire's been so that's I wasn't mad at Maguire starting and the lineup was more so what I expected. But if you're gonna drop anyone in that back line, it should have been Luke Shaw. Like he did good today, I guess, but I'm sorry. He was at fault for all three goals. Last game, he shouldn't have started. But besides that,
let's
I
just
don't know
let's
what
let,
else.
let's just go through it. So buy in there.
Mm.
Don't know what your new goalkeeper's doing wrong in training, but is what it is. Delit, Maguire, Shaw, Mazwari at right wing back, Uncle Miro, Casemiro by all of the above. One of the central midfielders alongside Bruno Fernandes, Dorgu, and then at left wing back, and then Embuemo and Diallo as the two behind Benjamin Tesco. So, um, I'll be honest with you. This United team, for me, I
Hmm.
expect I expect top four, um, a top four finish. I expect, should I say, a top four finish because I felt
Yeah,
as if you can't you can't get any worse than last season. Like Tottenham are already looking like they're gonna finish in the top half of the table at least already. You both made it to Europa League final. You're both a shit at each other last season. You've got, to my mind, a better attack, and there's still some good players at United. And looking and then the Arsenal game happened. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, so United should be all right this season.
yeah.
And then everything else since then, I've just been looking in the mirror thinking, do I actually know what I'm talking about? Basically.
I, I genuinely, I'm of the same thinking of you. At the start of the season, my thoughts were, we literally cannot be worse than last season. But on top of that, I'm like, the attack you guys got, Cunha and Mbeumo. I'm a bigger fan of Mbeumo, but Cunha's still a good player.
Mm,
Sesko, I'm not that like high on, but there's still talent there, right? He's
mhm,
better than Rasmus. I believe that. And then you have the returning players, Ahmad,
mhm.
Bruno, Mino, Euro, Delit. You have the returning players who, like there's a decent building block there
Yeah.
that you can build on. In my head, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I'm like top six, but challenging for top four.
Mm,
Like it shouldn't be. We should, if we do miss out on top four, it shouldn't be like we miss out by like over 5, 6, 7 points like that.
yeah.
We should be right there. So the Arsenal game happened, and funny enough, my takeaway from the Arsenal game was like, oh shit, we're right back to where we were.
Mm,
Cause while we were like people, we were able to, I don't want to say hold you guys or keep up with y'all. It was still more of the same problems that I was seeing. And then on top of that, I started seeing him play Bruno as the CM. I'm like, no. Is this what we're going to do as the season goes on? Absolutely not. Nope, we're not. We're not making any top four.
mm.
We're not winning anything. So that's just my big thing. Like you said, this team on paper is a good team. Like
It's
there
not a bad. It's
there
not.
is talent.
Yeah, it's not a bad side. I just think this 3-4-3 shit is just. Yeah. If to me, I'm of the opinion that if you're gonna do it, if it's not working, it's the easiest thing to
Yes,
just to throw away basically because
yes,
like it's not a formation that's played by many teams, many of the top teams anyway. So it's just like okay, didn't work, but clearly he's so fixated on it that it's just like it's gonna cost him his job at some point.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if it doesn't change, if it doesn't improve, it's gonna cost him his job. But with that
yeah,
being said, one of your big strengths in this attack is the fact that you've got someone that can leap, 20 feet in the air, and there's no better place to start than essentially the red card. It was like within the first
yeah.
4 or 5 minutes.
It was literally like in 3 minutes in.
Yeah, basically. So the ball's gone up top, and Sesko has beaten whoever it was in the air. It doesn't really matter because when he jumps in the air, it doesn't matter who you are. You don't matter at that point. In that point,
Yeah,
he's flicked it onto Mbeumo. Great, Route One, proper English football on a rainy day on a Saturday, and he's gone for a goal, and Sanchez has taken him out. And to my mind, I'm thinking, well, this is the Sanchez I know. Thank you for proving me right. What were your thoughts here? Just on we'll get to you now, but just on Sanchez and
yeah.
the Chelsea backline in general.
Uh, I'm not gonna before you can go to my tweets before the game started. I tweeted United are winning, by the way,
Mm,
because I'm sorry, you can never get me to believe in Chelsea. As much money as they spend, that back line is still the back line. And like you said, Robert Sanchez is garbage. I'm
yeah,
so sorry.
no,
I
he's
put him on the same level as Onana. I'm not even joking. I don't believe in anything blue.
nah,
No.
nah.
So so when I saw that, I was like, this is it's
There's
pretty
no
much what
surprise. There's no surprise there.
it wasn't.
No.
Even before the red card, like that red card happened in 3 minutes.
Mm,
We had like 2, 3 chances before that red card happened, and I'm just there like, yeah, this is what I expected. And then the red card happened. I'm like,
yeah,
seems seems on par. Like it just wasn't.
yeah. I think I mentioned this quite a few times, but I just don't think you spend all that money and have a defense where you're squinting and thinking, where's the quality in this defense, basically. And
Yeah,
with the money United spending their attack, I was thinking this could be a bad matchup for Chelsea. But with that being said, the red card happens, and immediately United start playing 20 yards higher up the pitch. And I was like,
yeah,
that is hilarious. Like, clearly, like, it's like, what's that meme from the Deadpool film from Gambit? It's like, I'm about to make a name for myself. Like, literally,
yeah.
that's literally what those guys, all the United players were thinking. Like,
It,
it's go
it
time.
became a it became an everybody eats game
Yeah,
so fast. They
literally,
they
like,
saw, oh, red, oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
it
I'm
was
like,
like,
bro,
it was crazy. You could see that their eyes light up. So Maresca being just a flipping weirdo, like I can't stand him, to be honest. I think all the hate that Arteta gets should be given to him. Basically, he's just a
I
piece of
no,
shit.
I'm
Like,
not a Maresca fan at
I
all.
just think I just think he's rubbish. Like
Mhm.
he's not a bad manager, obviously, but his mannerisms and the way he goes on, I just think it's just in the shit.
It's weird.
The shit he was talking about his dad as well and shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, my dad was a fisherman. He knows the value. Bro, what? I don't like him. I
He's like,
don't.
oh yeah, but other clubs would treat their players. What other clubs would treat their players like this? That would buy 50,000 players on a Monday just because they can, and then figure out and then struggle for the whole year trying to figure out how to sell players that have been there already.
Yeah, like
What other club does that? So he's chatting shit, saying
it's
that. Do you know what I mean?
stupid. Like he has Sterling and I forgot who else training
Disasly.
at the crack of dawn. Yeah, Diaz. I'm like, bro, it got to a point where I forgot who. I think it's their players union is having to
Yeah,
step in to talk to Chelsea.
yeah,
Like, do you know?
because they're treating them like shit. But Chelsea are
It's
the stupid.
terrible.
they're a disgusting club anyway. This doesn't surprise me, but the fact that he's sitting there defending it, it's you could just say next question instead of trying to actually defend it because you clearly see nothing wrong with it. Like so
He's supporting it.
yeah. But anyway, him being a clown, he's made, I think, to my mind, it was like 3 subs, really, 2 or 3
Yeah, it
subs
was
really
3.
quickly.
He made as soon as the red card happened, he made 2 subs right away.
Yeah,
Then like 5 minutes later, he took
so,
Palmer off
yeah.
because
I don't know if
he took
Palmer was
off
injured. Yeah,
Neto. Yeah, I still don't know, but because he went down the tunnel and then came right back to the bench.
yeah,
So I don't know if he was hurt or something, but yeah.
yeah. So it was Esteval for Jorgensen, the goalkeeper, and then it was Tosin for Pedro Neto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so he's reshuffled clearly, and he's like, okay, cool. We're gonna try and hold it. Didn't really work. They conceded anyway. Um, what are your feelings there? Were you thinking this could be a 3 or 4-0?
Oh yeah. Once I saw him make first of all, once I saw him make the first sub, I'm like, okay, that's expected.
Mm,
Then I saw him taking Pedro Neto off. I'm like, okay,
mm,
that's risky. Then I saw Bruno Toast. I'm like, okay, he's just gonna park the bus.
mm.
And in that situation, I got a little bit worried because United struggled to break down.
Yeah, and then
So
counter.
I was like, exactly. So I'm like, damn, they're gonna sit back. They're gonna be like, have the ball, come at us. So I was like, we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we got the first goal, so I'm like, okay, this is definitely gonna be like the floodgates are open, so we're definitely gonna batter them.
Well, United are funny because I couldn't. If there was a game for them to batter someone today, I don't think to bat someone. I don't think today would have been the day. United are weird at that. It will happen at an unexpected time. United might put 4 or 5
Yeah.
past someone, and it'll be like, I never saw that coming. But it was just weird. I just didn't feel as if United were really gonna, put their foot on their necks. But with that being said, the rain was affecting, to my mind, what I can the rain was affecting the slickness of the pitch. Like the ball
Everyone,
held up.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So even if United wants to play quick, they couldn't
you
really
couldn't, yeah.
because of the rain. But yeah, Casemiro scores, and I think he scores after he gets his first yellow card. Casemiro
Yep.
loves playing against Chelsea. Tell me why that is, please. I don't get it. Like, what happens?
Listen, that man looks at Chelsea and he looks at Chelsea the same way we do. He looks at them like this is not a real club. This is not a real club. This is cardio, bro.
Yeah.
This man sees Chelsea and just sees Tenerife or whatever that club is in Spain. They're not like this is his third goal in like 3 games against Chelsea or something like that. So he just doesn't respect them in fairs. I don't either. But
Do you
man,
reckon he
he's
hates them as much as LeBron hates the Raptors?
LeBronto. This is oh my God. But at least LeBron isn't stupid enough to get ejected.
Fair enough. So he's yellow card. I personally think that would that I always say, yeah, once a team goes down to 10 men, all the team with 11 men have to do, as crazy as it sounds, is take this thing out of the game. Because the moment they start playing 100 miles per hour trying to batter them, shit like this can happen because the refs subconsciously are trying to even up the game. That's what they're trying to
Yep.
do. Don't give them a chance to. Doesn't matter what ref you're on the planet, they're trying to even up the game one way or the other. I don't think it was a yellow card, but he had 2 fouls and 2 yellows. And I'm just like, really? Do you know what I mean?
I would say the first one I think was yellow because
Yeah.
it was a stupid challenge. The second one, I personally don't think it was a yellow,
No.
but I'm not gonna give him that grace because it was still a stupid challenge
It was.
to make. You're like, I get it. You can keep running with him, but you're hugging him from behind before you slide tackle. And sure, when he did slide tackle, he got the ball, but you're hugging him and pulling him from behind. You're giving the ref a reason, like you said. The ref is looking to even it out. Oh, I already gave one team a yellow. I already gave one team a red. Let me be on and because it happened so early. If this happened in like the 60th, 70th, 50th minute, it would be a little bit more, but it happened within 10 minutes. So the ref is gonna try to even it out. So I'm not giving him that like leeway of like, oh, the ref was harsh, because you're dumb. And mind you, when he got that yellow, I'm in a group chat with like United fans. We literally said, sub Casemiro off before halftime, or at halftime take him off. At halftime, please take him off, because you just knew like there's something with Casemiro. He just as soon as he gets a yellow for United, he says, "Let me push my limits." And we're like, what are you doing? Like, this man just, like, he's like, okay, bet the ref showed me a yellow. So that means I should keep going. And there were a couple times where I was so nervous. It's
Mm,
like, yo, you're already on a yellow. So, because you just knew. And when it happened, no one was surprised. And I'm sorry, I don't care if this is harsh. I don't care if this is me being reactionary. This has to be his last game for the club. When he got that red, I went back to search through my old tweets. Literally, I've been saying the same thing about him for over like 2 years now. Like, sure, when he came in, he was good for that year, whatever. But he should have been the player you signed with a young CDM so he can grow till he's ready.
yeah,
But
basically the young defensive player downloads from him basically. Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
so for him playing 40, 50 matches a season, ridiculous. And I'm so this first of all, my last straw was the Crystal Palace game 2 years ago.
Mm.
This is
I was there at that game actually. The Elise free kick, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what? I might actually, I might splice it into this clip, into this pod.
I'm gonna
You
cry,
guys can
bro.
see it in
Listen.
3, 2, 1. No, but yeah, do you know what? Do you know what it is? I sat there, yeah, and like Palace fans around me were wondering why I was celebrating so much because I knew Arsenal we were playing you guys next. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
he's missing that game. I was
he's
like, great,
missing the game. Yeah.
kind of thing. But yeah, no, you're right. Like since he's been at United, he's always had that in him to just do dumb shit, basically.
Yes.
But I think as well, it's just he's a little bit of I suppose what you call his education. Like it's always been in him because at Real Madrid he's gonna get away with it because he's at Real Madrid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he's thinking, but this is Man United we're talking about. In his head, he's thinking, do you know what I mean? We should be able to get over it as well. So that's my reasoning for him. But with that being
But
said,
he
we
needs
just
he
want
needs
to
to
move on
understand.
quickly. So that happens, and no subs are made by United initially. I suppose
Yeah.
you just ride it out. What would have been your sub?
I would have either taken off Ahmad
Hmm,
or Mazarari. If I took off Mazarari, I would have moved Ahmad to right wing back,
hmm,
or I would have taken off Ahmad for Mino
hmm,
and pushed Bruno up.
hmm,
No, yeah, no, taking off Ahmad for Mino, and then have Mino and Bruno in that center midfield pairing,
hmm.
or if like something, just something to that ilk, something similar to that.
So
But yeah,
what do you think of just moving Bruno out of there completely, out of midfield completely, and just having potentially making two subs and just saying Manu and unfortunately I'm going to say
and
his name. I'm going to
Ugarte.
keep with and Ugarte. What about them?
I honestly, and I guess this can lead to the halftime sub anyway.
Hmm.
My biggest problem with Ugarte is that I see him too much. He like Ugarte in theory is a decent
Hmm.
backup. You know, he can win the ball and he'll give you the quick 1, 2 yard pass to the person who can dribble, who can progress the ball. In theory, that's what Ugarte should be doing. But once you see him so much, you start to get exposed to his weakness.
Hmm.
He can't turn. He's so stupid on the ball sometimes. Like he can't he does this thing where he passes to no one. If you actually make a pass at like more than 5 yards, it's either going right to the other team or it's just going to no one. So
It's strange. It's strange for him because I seen him live, a few times. But the first time I saw him live was at Sporting, and he
mhm.
played his best game in his life. That's the best he's ever
Yeah,
played for us.
I remember that game too.
Uh, yeah, they won that game. I'm sitting right behind the goal as he gets lobbed, as Ramsdale gets lobbed, right? And that game to me is the move that got him to PSG, right?
Yeah.
I was so impressed. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind getting him. I'm pretty sure you can find a tweet of me saying that our summer has to be him and Rice, something like that, something along those
hmm
lines because he was so good. That player doesn't exist anymore. In fact, I think that player wasn't even real at all.
I think that was a like Federico Makeda
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on
yeah.
banger moment. You're like, wow, there's something there.
No,
There
there was
wasn't
nothing there.
nothing there.
There was nothing
So
there, honestly.
so the idea of him is like a solid like he should be. This is gonna be very blasphemous, and I'm even apologizing before I'm saying it. He should be a John Obi Mikel type player. He comes on, sees the game out,
Mm,
right? Shuts up shop. But Amorim has this weird infatuation with him where I see him way too much. And on top of that, I'm seeing him before Mino. He's not a better player than Mino. So
Not
that
in a
just
month of Sundays. No
no,
chance in hell.
nothing. So that just means I just get tired and angry of him. And today he was cool, but he still gave the ball away too many times for my liking.
Yeah.
Like he messed up counterattacks. But a midfield of him and Mino, it could work. Especially you have no options, got to see the game out. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm literally fine with that. But nope, just Mino and kept Bruno at the. I mean, it was Ugarte and they kept Bruno and CM.
So we kind of skipped over it, but what do you reckon the conversation was between him and Mainu, between Cole Palmer and Mainu when Palmer got subbed off?
But I think honestly, it was either one of two things. It was either Cole Palmer asking me, "You gonna play today?" Or Mino being like, "Are you hurt or something? Like, why are you going off?" Because the way they both chuckled and
Yeah,
smiled,
they're both
is
obviously they're both from Manchester and that, and I know
yeah,
Cole Palmer is a United fan as well.
yeah, and they're both also around the same age, so they went through the England squad together. They were at the Euros together, so yeah.
I think
But
it was just a funny moment. I don't know if he's injured, but again, Maresca's just a clown.
I still don't get the
Palmer,
subs.
it's actually scary how much better Palmer is than everybody else in that squad.
On that Chelsea team,
So
yes,
even if you're down to 10 men, you keep him on the pitch because he's got magic.
he can make something
Yeah,
happen.
he's got magic. So taking him off to me, unless he was injured, is one of the stupidest things I've seen this season by far. Especially you not knowing how the game's gonna pan out. Literally, you took
And
him
mind
off,
you,
and then 15 minutes later, Casemiro gets a red. A 10v10
literally, and
game at 2-0
he
with
took
Cole
him
Palmer
off
on the pitch.
and he took him off when it was 1-0. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you're out of the game. And mind you, this is United. You will get chances.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get chances. So why not keep him on? Hey, I'm not complaining. We won. But yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it was just I couldn't understand it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so halftime comes now, and United come out, and to my mind, Chelsea didn't really push much. Like
No.
there wasn't
We
anything. What was your expectations for the second half, considering that it's still 2-0 and you've watched the first 10, 15 minutes and nothing's happening? What was you thinking? Were you thinking, oh, United will give them something? Or were you thinking this should be an easy sort of, I don't know?
Oh no. It should have been an easy win. But like I will say, I'm gonna give Boko Amorim credit here. We were able to still control the game a little bit. There were like little lapses of judgment. João Pedro was getting the better of Maguire a little bit, but we're still able to control the game and even get our own attack going. But like you said, the the rain was crazy, so there wasn't anything too concrete. But like I don't think besides the goal, Chelsea didn't really create much or push much or force Binder to do anything too crazy. So I don't know if Maresca gave up or United was just that good in like you said, taking the sting out the game and just being like, okay, everyone, JJ, let's relax.
Yeah, I just want to shit on Chelsea. I'm sorry, to be honest, because
Go ahead. I'll join in.
Because I was a little bit like Amorim obviously made the tweets. Ugarte's there to hoover up balls and to cover ground and stuff like that. But Maresca making all those subs, he's tied his hands. He literally he was trying to me, and I hate trying to psychoanalyze anyone, especially people that I don't know. But to me, it just seems as if he was trying to be too clever. Why would you make all those subs in the first half? And he's like, now your hands are tied.
And you don't know how the rest of the game's gonna go.
Yeah, your hands are tied. So even if you want to rally for the second half, you can't. Like you actually can't. And by the time that you did, it comes from a player that's already on the pitch.
Yeah, and mind you,
gone.
And mind you, he even had to take off Fofana for an injury because Fofana was grabbing his thigh. So that's 4 subs.
Yep.
So you only have 1 left to change anything. You could have brought on an attacker to impact the game. He just tried to big brain it. And at first, I'm like, are you quitting or you just did you just say on to the next game or like what was it? But it just wasn't smart. It wasn't smart and just limited your options. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's talk let's talk Bruno. I know he's a very divisive character. Would you have sold him in the summer with that 100 million bid coming in?
I'm I'm of the ilk of like me and Tosin. We actually had this conversation the last pod after the City game. He said he would have. I'm still leaning on the fence of he still has a lot to give us in the right formation.
Mhm.
But if 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 Amorim sees him as this 8 or like pseudo 6, then yes, you were better off selling him because that's not his position. And then if you buy 2 10s to play in his role, yeah, we should have sold him for all that. For that 100 mil, and for that 100 mil, we could have even tempted Brighton more for Baleba, or we could have gone to get Stiller, or we could have tempted Crystal Palace for Wharton. There, or we could have gotten a homie from Middlesbrough.
Sorry, do you say tempted Chris Palace for Wharton? You are
Yeah.
having like
Listen,
I get it's Man United and that, but
I don't care.
that's not
Listen,
happening. That transfer
let
not.
me
Because
dream. Let me dream.
there's one of two destinations he's going. It's either Real
City
Madrid or
or
unfortunately
City.
Liverpool. I don't think
I
he's going to City.
really
I don't think he's going. They just bought that Nico fella, and Rodri is like 29. So
wait. Which Nico?
the,
Oh,
the,
oh, 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 oh! I
is it
know, I
number
know, I know, I
40? Is
know. I
it
know.
Nico Gonzalez? I think yeah,
Yeah,
Nico
yeah, yeah,
Gonzalez.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Him. I don't want him at Liverpool. I
Bro, that's
don't
what I'm
want
saying.
that
That's why
guy
Real
in
Madrid need to
Liverpool,
save us. Real Madrid need to flip and save
bro.
us like quickly.
Oh, God,
So,
I'm sorry, but yeah,
but
but
I personally would have sold him because I'm not a huge Bruno fan anyway. But the
I
main reason
get it.
why I would
Yeah,
have the main reason why I would have sold him is because you could have taken that money to League R and got like two,
Alvin Kamara.
maybe three midfielders because United have needed midfielders for the past 15 years,
Yes.
and have a much more balanced team to supplement what I think is one of the better attacks in the league on paper at least. Um, but that being said, I think he played quite well today, and of something he
Oh,
did in
he
the
was
second.
amazing.
Yeah, I think there's something done in the second half where Reece James has bounced off him and he just carried on driving, just hit a really good shot against the keeper from like 20, 22, 23 yards, something like
Yeah,
that. Like that's Bruno's quality right there. Like that final action, I think that's Bruno's superpower. Genuinely, like it's he's quite devastating when he gets it right, basically.
yeah. And I agree with you. I'm of the belief that like you keep Bruno as close to the goal as
Yeah,
possible. He will make magic happen. Like, I'm sorry, this is one of the best chance creators in the world.
mm,
Like, not just the Prem, in the world. He will make something happen. Asking him to drop deep, you're trying to tell the Tasmanian devil to
mm,
walk in a straight line.
no,
It won't happen. Push him up, let him create chaos in that box, especially with like Sesko and Buemo, Cunha. You're giving him all those people around him, he will make something happen.
yeah,
So that me personally, that's why I wouldn't have sold him if we are going to tweak the formation.
mm,
What I would have done is find a young like 10 to deputize because most people know Bruno is like 30, 31. So
mm,
it is time to start looking for his replacement, in my opinion. It is time to start getting ready to phase him out. So I would feel like we should have gotten someone to, like his understudy, because also he shouldn't be playing every match. Like, come on, guys. But if he is insistent on playing this during the back formation, yeah, then I would have just sold Bruno for all that. Because like you said, we could have gotten Lamine Kamara from Monaco,
mhm,
or you could gotten, or there's this young kid from Lille. He looks like Adrian Rabiot, like regen, but
mhm.
better without the weird mom. So you can do that. So there were just options everywhere.
Fairs, fairs. I think yeah. I think anyway, he's an interesting character to say the least, but I do think without him, and I suppose it's a indictment on United as well. But without him, United would be in such a mess, which
We'd be,
is it's not a great position to be in because again, I
yeah.
think there's ways where United could be better without him. I think
Yeah,
very easy.
yeah.
I think very obvious ways as well. Um, so Fofana gets an offside goal. And then I'm thinking Chelsea will probably score. And
Oh, absolutely.
it came from a similar situation where I think ball's coming from the right hand side, but that was from a corner. But then for the actual goal, it's Reece James. It's all Reece James. Like You spend,
He had so much time to cross on
yeah.
the ball too.
He took a touch out of his feet, set himself, all of that. I'm thinking, are you guys joking?
Looked up, looked down, then looked up again. I'm like, come on, guys.
Ridiculous stuff, man. But you spend about 14 billion pounds on your squad, and your actual game plan is an academy right back. You know,
An
like,
academy right back to an academy center back that you tried to get rid of,
yeah.
by the way.
So it is what it is. But they've got a goal from another academy player, Chalobah.
Yeah.
And then nothing else happened after that. I think Chelsea had one touch in your box the next 15 minutes after the goal. 15,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I said they didn't create anything.
no,
Even the corner, normally, when it's time for a set piece or a corner, United are food.
yeah.
They did not even attempt. Like I was so secure in it. And honestly, this is a little bit off topic, but can I say a hot take about Chelsea this year? I truly don't see the hype. Like people were putting them in title
Thank
conversations.
you.
Like people were putting them in title conversations, and I said it before. Okay, like Cole Palmer, he's good, he's healthy, he will disappear. And when Cole Palmer disappears for that little span of the season, and this is not even me
Mm,
crapping on Cole Palmer because I think he's a good player. I genuinely think you should he's a very good
mm,
player on the cusp of world class. But every player is not going to be great like every game of the season, or else you'd be Messi or Ronaldo, and you're not them. So when he does have those low moments, when he does disappear, who's gonna step in? And people tell me João Pedro. João Pedro also disappears.
yeah, do you know? Let's open up this to our viewers and listeners, right? Outside of Cole Palmer, guys, just let us know whichever way this comes to you, right?
Mhm.
Who else has genuine quality in that Chelsea side? Like
Like,
you're thinking, like you're looking and thinking, oh, he's not that far behind Cole Palmer, or do you know what? I trust him. Like just be
hmm
honest with us, guys. You don't have to be a Chelsea fan to answer this because they don't know anything.
please,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm just
And honestly,
God.
I'll go down the list of answers we're gonna get. They'll tell you Estavio, he's too young. They'll tell you João Pedro, that guy also disappears. Trust me, I saw him at Brighton because United were linked to him. Mm. They won't say Pedro Neto because that brother's garbage.
I think if I'm being correct, I think him and Big Gabby at Arsenal have like similar goal records in the last 3 to 4 years.
Yes.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, no, you're correct. You're correct. You're not even you're correct. João Pedro, I said João Pedro. Pedro Neto, like his goal record is damn near similar to like you said, Gabi and even hell, Maguire. I think Maguire has like maybe 2 or 3 less than him.
Yeah,
But there's no talent. And Enzo, that guy's a thug. I hate him so much.
he's rubbish and he's fat. So
Yes.
yeah.
But so they weren't able to create anything because, like you said, once you take off Cole Palmer, there was no. Your threat came from Reece James crossing the ball,
Mm,
and sure, it happened once, cool. But there was, like you said, one touch in our box in the final. They weren't pressuring us. We were giving them the ball the last 15 minutes of the game, like, okay, come break us down. They weren't able to. We had more chances than them. Like you said, the Bruno shot, and then we had more chances against them than they did against us to final, and they're chasing the game.
yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, yeah. Chelsea are just weird, but they're cheats. Don't forget that they're cheats, guys. Yeah, they're actual cheats.
They're not a
Um,
real team.
yeah. So I suppose looking ahead now, Brentford. So Keith Andrews is not liked by, you know, quite a few Brentford fans. Obviously they've sold a few players, stuff like that. You've taken, it's the Mbeumo derby, if you like.
Yeah,
Um, it's at the G Tech, right?
yeah,
I think it is. I think it's at the G Tech.
yeah. No, it is. It
Yeah,
is. It's away from home. That's why I'm worried that it's
yeah.
away.
I mean, look, you're both on 7 points. You both owe the league goals as well. To be fair, um, what are your feelings? Like, how do you think that's gonna go? And do you think there's potentially room for him to? Well, he's gonna have to change it up because of Casemiro, clearly. But who do you see coming in? Like, if it's not going to be
On my life,
yeah,
on my life, he's gonna put in Ugarte. I already know it.
yeah,
Who should go in? Mino and Ugarte push Bruno up.
Mm.
And that's what should happen.
Yeah.
That's what should happen. Honestly, well, now that I'm thinking about it, recall Dan Gore from loan. Put him next to Mino. I don't care. It cannot be.
How old?
Ugarte cannot play
Gore's like
90
19,
minutes.
right? 18, 19, right?
Yeah, he's like 19, 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's still fairly young.
Yeah. He's a good player though.
Collier is
Don't get me
like
wrong.
2021. But this thing, it leads me to a problem I had at United. I say it all the time. We lose players, we lose academy players in positions where we need them.
Mm.
Jimmy Gardner at Everton. I'm not gonna act like he's the greatest center midfielder ever. Could he do a job at United? Come off the bench?
Mm.
Yes. Maxi Oyedele, now he's at Strasbourg, right? He hasn't gotten too much game time, but I watched him at Liga Warsaw. He's Nigerian. I have to support my Nigerian Polish brothers.
Okay,
He's a
what we're not gonna do here is start talking about these mythical players that you can't even find on FM. That's not what we're gonna do. Like
but
Brentford are next week. We're not
yeah,
recording any of
I
these
I
guys.
think I think he's gonna be a Bruno Ugarte midfield, especially with Mount back now. So he's gonna start Mount. And he's gonna be no, actually no. I think Mount stays on the bench because Bama's been good and Cunha is good, so I think they're gonna run with that.
I don't think he's gonna
And
start
I
Cunha next week though, because couldn't have done a hamstring, isn't it?
yeah
I think
yeah, but he came back faster than I thought, so I don't think it was too serious, I guess,
maybe. I mean, he's got
because I
a
didn't
whole other
expect
week
him
of
to play
training.
today.
He's
Yeah,
got a whole other week of training behind
so we'll see.
coming behind him. So before Brentford, but let's talk about I could almost call him Benjamin Tesco. Apologies. Let's talk about Benjamin Sesko. Sorry. Obviously he's coming for all that money. For the time he was on the pitch today, give me
hmm
your honest assessment of him. I've got thoughts, but I don't think they're that important. So
I I was not a fan of the Sesko signing and the slightest. I was anti. Listen, you can find my tweets from the Euros. I call that boy all types of names. Now that he's at my club, I chose to let me wipe the slate clean. Let me support him. He's good, but he's definitely still raw. Like there were some times where I'm like, brother, just take the shot on or fix your touch, and come on, man. Like there's sometimes I was upset at him, but how do I put this? You can see the talents there. You can see he's still trying to like fully connect the neurons to do what his brain is telling his feet to do something and it's not yet clicking.
mm,
But I think his touch is clean. There was one time I think it might have been Maserati or something fired a ball from the right wing who was able to just bring it down on his chest beautifully
mm,
and get it to Ahmad in like one swift motion. I remember I was watching the United not United the UCL podcast and you talk about how it took and Gordon
Completely.
Song to bring the ball in. Yeah, that's something like as soon as I said that I'm like this what coach was talking about.
Mm,
Was able to do it in like one swift motion. So I'm like, okay, you're a decent enough player. I think he was unlucky to get subbed out because Cashmere was stupid. Because I think this would have been a great game for him to challenge and probably try to get a goal and like get his confidence up. So there is still room to grow. And again, I feel like we're doing the same thing we did with Rasmus with him. He shouldn't be the main striker bearing the burden of having to create goals for us. That's where I feel like a player like Xerxes can help him a little, even though Xerxes is a different type of
is
player.
Xerxes injured, by the way?
No, he's on the bench. He's just not playing.
Yeah. So this is what I'm
He's
gonna say.
weird. Amorim is weird. He's weird. I don't
Xerxes
like
should be
the
seeing a
guy.
ton of minutes in my mind. He should be.
He should be.
In fact, to be honest, he should be instead of like shoehorning Ahmad in to play on the left. Why not just play him behind Zesco? Because he's got all of the ability. Yeah, it's just weird to me.
It's weird. Like this is why I want Amorim fired. He's weird. He doesn't make sense. Like, and mind you, with the two with Mbuemo and Cunha as the tens, right?
Mm,
Let's say Sesko still has time to grow and get better, right? So you have Mbuemo and Cunha as the tens. These are two guys who score, right? Who's these guys who will make runs into the box?
mm,
What better play to facilitate them than Xerxes?
yeah.
If you're not gonna play Bruno at the 10, play Xerxes at the 9, let him drop deep, let them make runs past him. Like it's not rockets, it's really like this. And United fans tell me, "Oh, whatchamacallit didn't have a preseason because he was injured." Fairs, I hear that. Then don't put him on the bench. Let him get fit. Then you put him on. Or how is he gonna get match fit if you don't play him? Play him the last couple minutes. There, like, I have answers for every stupid thing you guys are trying to defend for that guy. He's dumb. He's dumb.
Okay, so Brentford next week, and then afterwards it is, if I'm correctly,
It's Sunderland. It's
it's
Brentford and
Sunderland. Yeah.
Sunderland. Yeah.
What are you taking out of that? Are you taking
Six.
6 points?
Six.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 points. Like it's gone to that point. This is a manager. He's been here for just about a year,
Mhm.
right? He's been here for 32 Premier League games. That's a big sample size. He has never won back-to-back games.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you know what's even more crazier as well, right? It's not even the fact that you're not winning back-to-back games or anything like that, because let's just be clear. Arne Slot today, in the first time since he's been at Liverpool, is the first time he's won 5 games in a row at Liverpool, right? The top two last season didn't win more than 3 games in a row in the season last year. So
Yeah.
it's hard. I get it. Like it's actually quite difficult to put a run together in
Yeah,
the
of
Premier League.
course.
We get it. But 32 games, man. Like you said, 32 games. Like it's so.
I did. I remember one time I went with my homie. I went through all the games he's managed. We lost 3 games in a row more times than we won back-to-back games in all comps. That's
That's
dastardly.
mental. That's absolutely mental.
That's dastardly.
Yeah.
He literally has a worse winning percentage than the manager that got United relegated in like the 60s and in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. It's not enough. What Kendrick say? It's not enough.
Okay. So I think this is probably a good place to leave it. Tommy, thank you as always, guys. Remember my names. My names are, I'm Nigerian, so I have a few of them, but my names are like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
So do all that good stuff. We, not me particularly, because I'll probably be doing some cool shit. Not talking about United, but we as a collective will see you after United play Brentford at the G-Tech next week. But thank you guys for
I'll
listening.
be back.
I've been Coach Tommy. You know what to tell us, people.
Peace.